So what is Jane's daily rate of pay? And we'll look at the graph here. And this is Jane's job. Oh, there we go. So this is Jane's job. And how much does she get paid if she works one day?
$64.
Nice. If she works 2 days, how much did you get paid?
128.
So what I want everyone to do is just do this. So she got paid 128 for 2 days. So just to check it, just do 128 over 2. Do a quick long division there and see what you get.
So 128 over 2, which is 128 divided by 2, which is 2 into 128.
Yeah.
2 into 12 is 6 times.
Yep.
And then you bring down the 8. 2 into 8 is 4 times.
Right.
64.
So 64. So that means, so when she worked 2 days, she got $128. And if we do 120 over 2, we get 64. So that was $64 for each of the 2 days, wasn't it?
Yes.
So it's still $64 per day, right?
Yes.
And you could pick any of these. Like you could do 192 over 3 to check that. You could do 256 over 4, right? Like if you check 192 over 3, you'll find that's also 64. Like just for fun, if anyone wants to do 320 over 5, see what you get. Do a little long division on that. 320 over 5.
320 over 5, which is 320 divided by 5, which is 5 into 320. 5 goes into 32 6 times, it's 30. Bring down the 2, bring down the 0. 5 into 20 is 4 times. No remainder, 64.
Right. Yeah. So
by
exactly.
day.
Exactly. So the answer has to be, what is her daily rate of pay?
$64 per day.
Perfect. So we're clear on that, right?
Yes.
Lovely. Now, what is her weekly rate of pay?
And her week, we're assuming her weekday is 5 days.
5 days, yeah.
That's her week.
Yep.
And her weekly rate of pay is $325.
Yeah. Shockingly low.
She might work in California.
I don't know where she works. She needs to get a better job, I would hope. $320 per week, or a union. $300 per week. $320 per week, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're good on that. And now let's do the others. So, what do I need to do here? I need to, oh gosh.
So what they want to know what her weekly rate of pay is. So then it's just 5 into 320, which is $64 per day, but that's
right. So
I don't think it matches. What is her weekly rate of pay?
So
I'd have to Google.
Yeah, so annual rate of pay, assume she works 50 weeks per year. So how do we figure that one out, folks?
So then it would be 64 because that's what she gets a day.
Well, why don't we work off the weekly rate? Because I think for the weekly, we decided it was 320 per week, right? And then it's 50 weeks in a year, 50 working weeks in a year, right?
320 times 50.
Lovely. So do that there. 320 times 50. See what you get. Take your time.
$16,000.
Lovely. So if we do a long multiplication on that, we should get $16,000, right? Good. So what is her hourly rate of pay? Assume she works 8 hours per day. And we already decided it was $64 per day, right? That was the daily rate. So what's her hourly rate? How would you get that?
So 64 divided by 8, or 64 over 8, which is 64 divided by 8, which is 8 into 64.
Yeah.
And 8 times 8 is 64, which is the remainder of 0.
Right. So 64 divided by 8 is?
8.
Yep. So the 64 was the daily rate, $64 per day. There's 8 hours in a day. And so $64 divided by 8 hours is $8. And that's $8 per hour, right?
Yes.
So $8 per hour means 320 per week, 320 per week. It means 16,000 a year. Now, just for fun, everybody watch this. If you're working a 40-hour work week, which is the regular work week, you take your hourly rate and you just multiply. What's 2 times 8? Give me 2 times 8.
16.
Look at that, 16. See it over here? 2 times 8 is 16. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Is that interesting? Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 times 8 is 16. So, my point is, just for fun, I'm going to ask you a question. What do you think? Just take a guess. What do you think if you got paid, let's say, $15 per hour? What would the annual pay be then? Just take a guess.
$15 per hour.
Yeah. What would the annual pay be?
So $15 per hour, assuming I'm working 8 hours.
Same deal. Just look, when it was $8 per hour, I said to you 8 times 2 is what?
16.
Okay, that's 16,000. See that? If you work
Yes.
$15 per hour, what do you think the annual pay is?
I don't know.
What's
can't
15 times 2? What's 15 times 2?
10.
15 times 2 is?
10.
30. 15 times 2 is 30, isn't it?
15 times 2? Yes.
So the annual pay would be 30,000. So I'll give you another one just for fun. What if you got paid $25 per hour? What would the annual salary be for a regular job like this? 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year.
I'm not understanding how to connect it without writing it out.
Let me ask you this. What's 25 times 2?
50.
Yep, 50,000.
Oh.
That's it. Right. Give you another one. What if you got paid $20 per hour? Okay. What's the annual salary?
Would it be 20 times 2?
Right, which is, so what's the annual salary?
400 or 40?
$40,000 a year. Yep, that's the trick. Just take the hourly rate multiplied by 2.
How come I'm multiplying it by 2?
Because it works, doesn't it?
But yes, but will it work every single time?
It will, if you're doing 40 hours a week and 50 weeks per year. Yep.
Because they're even numbers.
Because take your hourly rate, right? And you multiply it by 8 hours per day, and then you multiply it by 5. Well, let's say multiply by 40 hours in a week, right? So 40, and then multiply that by 50 weeks in a year. So what's 40 times 50? What does that give you? 40 hours a week, 50 weeks a year. What does that give you?
40 times 50. 4 times 5 is 20, plus the 2 zeros is 2,000.
1,000. Yeah. So you take your hourly rate and you multiply it by 2,000. That's 2,000 hours a year. And that's why the trick works. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's...
Regular job is 2,000 hours a year. So you take your hourly rate, you multiply it by 2,000 hours, and that's your annual salary. Done.